Welcome back to my video. So today we are going to cover something special. I think most of you are aware that India has recently established its first overseas defense faculty in Morocco. That is very important news for us, especially for the people who are appearing in SSB interview lately, or they will appear in upcoming days. So most of you are aware, or if you read newspaper, then I think you are also aware about the recent development in that sector. But let me recall you, and then I will going to share you something very different and something very interesting for your to build your perspective. So let's first understand this. So the system that is we call Tata Advanced System Limited, and it has established the faculty of a wheeled armored platform. It is a jointly developed by DRDO and Tata, and now they are establishing its faculty in the Morocco. Then it will be considered first overseas defense faculty that will be in Africa, and now India will improving, or India is extending its reach to the global when it comes to the defense manufacturing facilities. Now let's understand about the Morocco, so that you question can be asked in your SSB interview about the Morocco. So first thing, that is capital. The Morocco's capital is Rabat, and then it is very important because there is a Strait of Gibraltar, means that is here, Strait of Gibraltar. So Strait of Gibraltar also play a very important role because it connect Mediterranean Sea to Atlantic Sea, and it is also between Spain and Morocco. So that is very important choke point. Then we have to understand the neighboring countries. First is Algeria and second is Western Saharas. So if the question arises from the bordering country, then you can easily answer in that way. And then you can also recall there is a Atlas Mountains. Atlas Mountains are also in the Morocco only. So these are some geographical point of view when it comes to the Morocco. But now let's discuss something else that is more important for us, and it is about this means component of this video. So first I will going to mention very interesting about this initiative and its irony, because there is something that we have to understand. So let's start in that way. The first such defense faculty unit established in African soil, so all you know. Then it is also India's means it is also India's initiative to increase defense export. You all know we have very good relation with Armenia because of defense production. Then we also recently sold BrahMos to Philippines, and we are also making component for the USA, France, and Russia when it come to the defense sector. But there is something that we have to understand about this Tata's new wheeled armored vehicles. These vehicles is developed by DRDO and Tata, but it is not adopted or adopted by the Indian Armed Forces. So that is the one thing about that, and it is called the irony in that defense deal. So why so? Because we are already using Russian made BMP, and this system that the Tata has established in the Morocco has a very advanced, and it is also compared to the US striker, means US striker is also BNP. US striker is also wheeled armored vehicle, and it has a similar horsepower or power. So that is the irony about this initiative and this initiative. Then let's talk about second topic is about Morocco's place in crowd and multi-aligned system. Morocco is very important city for the countries like China, Turkey, Pakistan, and so many other countries because of its location, and because it considered gateway to the African nations. And when a country get good relation with the Morocco, it will have access to the other countries, and then so and so. So first understand the China. China and Morocco play a very means they are very good. They have very good relation when it come to the other means trade, defense, and so many other sectors. You can understand the you can understand the China's footprint in the Morocco by its export to the Morocco. It is around 20.4%, and it is around means China is considered Morocco's third largest trading partner. So in that sector, you can understand how both Morocco and China are deeply engaged. And then the Turkey is also having good relation with the Morocco, and it is supplying its sophisticated drones to Morocco and acquiring or means simply taking over the Morocco's defense industry. Then Pakistan is also conducting defense exercises with Morocco. So it's same for India that we have not established the relation with Morocco, but it's it is expanding its reach to other countries. We have so many good nations in the Africa, and we are continually improving our relations so that we have a more and more countries from global south, and in that way we will also going to help our economy as well as these countries economy. Then the last one is very important for India. Why this defense deal? Why Morocco is considered important for India? So let's understand by its Mediterranean calculation. So you all know recently what happened. Indian Prime Minister was in the Cyprus. Then we have a good relation with the Italy. Then France, Spain, and then there is Israel here. We have a very good relation with the Egypt too. Then Algeria, and now it's a Morocco. So you are understanding what type of structure we are making here. Yeah, you can take the Greece too. So you, I think, understand how these things will work in the future. Means we are encircling Mediterranean Sea for our strategic point of view. Here there is a Suez Canal. So Suez Canal will directly give access to India from Red Sea to Mediterranean Sea. Then we have a Strait of Gibraltar from where we will get access in the Mediterranean Sea. And the Mediterranean Sea is also very important because it share border with so many European countries that India will going to exploit or simply leverage uh, leverage by trade and by so many other ways. So that was the India's role in Mediterranean calculations. So let's now talk about the way forwards. Way forwards are too important for us. Like, first thing, embrace synergy with the established countries. I think it's complicated for you. Let me make it simple. How? So understand the embrace synergy means synergy with the other countries. We have a really good relation with the countries like France, Spain, Russia, and so many other countries that are known for the defense productions like Israel. But they have also their facilities or faculty in African countries and so many other. So in that, embracing synergy means we have to make good relation, or we have to produce defense production together so that we can improve the quality, and also we can improve our reach in the global market of defense production or defense weapons. So that will help India because we have a so good relation with the other countries like Algeria. Algeria is very much dominated by the Russia, and we have a good relation with Russia. So why not India and Russia join and then establish their faculties in the Algeria only? Then we have a very good relation with the France, and France has a very good hold in African nation. So making both countries means France and India can collaborate and then establish their defense faculties in Africa and other faculty in Africa. So that will be considered the embrace synergy with established countries already there. Then the scale subsystem export, that is also very complicated for people to understand. Scale subsystem export is a type of system in which the countries simply import components from the other countries, and then they make defense weapons and so many means defense products, missiles, and other system that is used for war. So in that we understand the, or we can take the example of BrahMos. How BrahMos is working? means Russia and India both are collaborating in the bromos manufacturing. And the best example we can take is China. Here China play a very important role to understand scale subsystem export, because China is continually making good relation with the countries and then importing the raw material and making them the final product and then selling to countries. So that is the very important, because in that we take best of the best component from the countries and then culminate them in one, and then make the system that is more sophisticated and it has a more precise target capacities and its durability. So in that way the scale subsystem export will going to play or will go important role in India's defense sector, or its initiative to increase the defense export. So I think you got understand that what I want to say about this deal, and it will going to help you in that way from for your SSB, and to whenever you have means whenever you have a good group discussion with your friends. So hope you like the video and subscribe my YouTube channel. Jai Hind.